I am so sorry about that. There is no sound. That is my bad. Okay, I apologize for the sound issues there. I just didn't turn it on. If you're just joining us, it is 2 in the morning Western time in the U.S., and I'm Evans Clinchy, and I'm a little bit tired, but I am slogging through because I did not want to miss this match between Chris May and Andrew Fisher. So apologies for the sound issues before that, but we are underway here with Game 1, Chris versus Andrew, and this is the first round of the playoffs. Thanks for reminding me to turn this sound on. I'm sorry about that. So anyway, we've got Apothem as the first bingo of the match from, sorry about that, from Andrew. And so Andrew's got an early lead here, 97-24, but Chris comes right back with FY for 35. Welcome to Addings. Welcome to everybody in the chat. Hope you guys are having a good Thursday. So I believe it is Thursday evening if you're in Australia or in Singapore, and it's kind of Thursday during the day if you're in Europe. So hope you guys are having a good Thursday wherever you are and whenever you are. But as for me, I am staying up late on a late Wednesday night, early Thursday morning to broadcast this one. Looking forward to watching Chris and Andrew work here. So Patzer comes down, 51 points for Patzer for Andrew Fisher, and Andrew has a little bit of a lead here, but it is back to Chris, and he's got, it looks like almost a bingo rack, but not quite. Who here has a job? I have a job that is going to be, I don't want to say neglected tomorrow, but I'll be probably not at my best, because, yeah, definitely not going to be the best rested. All right, so what do you do here if you're Chris here? You're already down to about a minute 15 on the clock. All right, he plays Enteric for a double-double, 36 points for that. Nice play. All right, so very close game. Andrew down by 5, and he's on turn. You can play, yep, Farad for 29 looks nice, and a little bit of a vowel-heavy rack for Chris. I'm not seeing any bingos here. You can play something like maybe Futile, just to take out this triple and score a little bit. I definitely know that Chris wants to speed up a little bit at this point. He's going to play Futiler, burning the R as well. Yeah, getting a little bit low on the clock here, under a minute to go, plus the minute overtime. So we are here in Game 1 between Chris and Andrew. This is a best-of-9 series. There is no longer any need for playing up the full 9, so we'll just play first to 5, wins the match. And once somebody wins 5 games, I can go to sleep. But I'm expecting a long match. These are two very good players, very evenly matched. I was talking to Chris the other day, and he mentioned that he and Andrew have WESP ratings that are only 1 point apart. I think one of them is 2000, one of them 1999. So obviously very, very evenly matched players, very, very strong players, and I'm expecting a very good match. We are here in Game 1. Andrew's got a little bit of a lead, but it's Chris on turn now. And what can he do here? He can play Don. That's nice, 27 points. Keeping the V, though, a little bit of an awkward tile. And Andrew has drawn the second blank. But I don't think he's going to bingo with it, at least not right away. We'll probably try to find some sort of decent scoring option with his Y. I see Yid here as an option for 31. You could make a play like, yeah, I mean, that's 14 points for Gay. It's probably not worth it, but I think if you're Andrew, you want to dump a couple of these consonants, score as much as you can, and try to bingo next turn. Already plays City for 28, not too bad, and he's up by 48 now. All right, so Chris plays Voyeur, 40 points, but it leaves the board pretty open. I see Gladiate, and yeah, so does Andrew. Gladiate comes down right away, and it's an 80-point lead now for Andrew Fisher, with Chris down to his last 15 seconds, plus the 1 minute overtime. 9 tiles in the bag. And this is tough. You've got to leave your bingoing options open. You're down by 80. You've got a rack you could maybe fish with, but what do you play? You also want to consider taking out this triple in the bottom right corner. Oh, he can play Talkie. Nice. 33 for that. And Andrew's drawn the Q. It's kind of an awkward Q situation. There's 4 in the bag. You could consider playing something like Warb here, but you hold on to the Q, and it's pretty risky. He's not going to get stuck with it entirely. There are spots for it. You know, you can have QI here. You can have QI here. He's going to play Basque. Ooh, that's nice. 23 gets rid of the Q, but it does empty the bag. And it looks like Andrew's going to survive. I don't think Chris has anything. So it's an 80-point lead and the bag's empty. If Chris can't bingo now, it's pretty much all she wrote. Basque was a nice play. It does block some bingos through this I and this E. 6 is a nice scoring play from Chris, but I don't think it's going to be enough. And Andrew's just going to keep on scoring, and this will be a win for Andrew Fisher. Chris is just not able to score enough in the endgame here to come back. All right, final score will be 393, 346, and Andrew Fisher gets the win in game 1. All right, let's go ahead and adjust the score on the scoreboard. It is Andrew 1, Chris 0, and it is on to game 2. Best of 9 series, long way to go. Chris with plenty of options to come back here. He will have his chances for sure. All right, game 2, Chris is going first, and his opening rack has QU, a nice combination, but what do you do with the rest of these tiles? You could play Squaw, or you could play Vow. Okay, he goes with the Vow, keeping the QU-AS combination. Pretty strong combination. Let's see what he can do with it. Maddish, 78-point bingo from Andrew. It is challenging, it's good, so +5, 83 for Andrew. Nice start for Andrew Fisher, already up 1-0, and he's got the lead here in game 2. Interesting choice between Vow and Squaw on the first turn. I see some support for Vow in the chat. I think Squaw is an interesting option. That's a lot of points. Both good choices, I'm sure. All right, so Andrew with a little bit of a lead here, although Quat scored very well for Chris. Andrew still leads by 42, with Chris now on turn. Too many A's, he'll have to deal with those. He could just play Ya here, 28. Oh, Payat, there you go. That is much better. Good call. 39 points for Payat, as Ed points out in the chat. Looks very strong. All right, just Ya instead, 28 points. A little bit of a mistake there, but Chris is still in the game here, down by 14. Andrew playing very fast so far. He's used 18 seconds total, and we're almost halfway through the game. But it is still pretty close on the scoreboard. Chris keeping a balanced rack. Voss kept APST. Certainly possible he'll bingo soon with that. Let's see, what do you do here? Andrew leads by 9. Close game. And he plays Hog, and ooh, Strapper for 92. Monster bingo from Chris for the lead now. Chris looking to even this series 1-1, and that's a big step in the right direction for him. +5 for the challenge as well. Ooh, yeah, takes a W. Good call. So there is the potential for some sort of W hooking play here. There is still one W unseen. Of course, Chris opened with one of them when he played Vow. So let's see here. No S or D for Aerifies or Aerified. Looks like Andrew's just going to play long. Play Fairy, play 6 tiles, and draw a new rack. I don't think Chris has anything here. You would need a C for Lenience or something like that, but no. Oh, Eolien is a word. Good call. Oh, it's going to be a very interesting placement as well. Eolien is a crazy 5-vowel 8. If I can move the cursor so you can see it. Let's see if it's actually spotted in the game here. And you can also see whether Chris wants to play it. It does score only 59 and open a big old triple word score. Eolien does take an S, as you can see in the chat. It is a fabric. Only one S left. It's a good point. There's also a blank, though. So I think it's the right play to play it if you see it, but okay. Vane comes out instead from Chris. Chris does have the lead. Oh, I'll move the cursor again, sorry. And Gaw, nice scoring play from Andrew. All right, so... Oh, so the wall hook is challenged, but it is good. And here comes the X-bomb from Chris. So Chris now leads by 65 after playing the X. And Andrew's not drawing very well. He'll have to unload some O's this turn. Okay, looks reasonable, but now Chris is going to score even more. He's got the Z. I would expect more scoring here. Yep, ZE for 39 looks very strong. And Chris May's got a solid lead here. Okay, so looking pretty safe here for Chris. He is up by a solid bingo margin, and Andrew is not drawing the right stuff to come back. Here you'd need a G for non-rigid, I guess. Not many bingos available with any tile with that rack. All right, Ion for 18, just balancing the rack, and Chris is going to score very well, taking out that triple 30 points just for playing NAE. And he just adds to his lead. He's comfortably ahead now. Looking pretty likely that Chris is going to even this series 1-1. I'm sure Andrew will look for some kind of desperation comeback play, but it's going to be tough. It's probably to his benefit to extend the game, make short plays, and hope that Chris runs into time trouble or something. All right, he plays Indy for 18. Shows what I know. He's going to go with a little bit of a longer play. And Chris still has plenty of time, 25 seconds plus the 4th minute. 18 tiles in the bag. So far, it seems like Chris' strategy has been to just keep on scoring and keep out of reach of any kind of comeback effort. Yeah, D-net, nice score, 27. Keeping a little bit of a clunky LN consonant combination, but I'm sure he can play through it. So after blob from Andrew, it's still about a 1 bingo lead. 67 points up is Chris. And he's going to keep on scoring what he can to stay ahead. Ugly draws here for Andrew. He's trying to get a bingo to come back into the game, and this is just not a bingo rack of any kind. I guess you can play jib or jibs up here in the top left corner, and yeah, you can play that, but it's not really going anywhere. After that, your comeback chances are pretty much nil unless you can get a miracle draw. He does play jib, and I'm trying to think what's the best possible thing he could draw. Yeah, it's not a great board either. That's a good point. I think Chris has done a nice job of scoring points while also not giving any easy opportunities for Andrew to bingo. It's just a matter of controlling the board. Once you're in the lead, you can just stay in the lead by controlling your opponent's chances to come back. Chris is one of the best there is at that. He's a little bit low on time, though. The one way he can lose this game at this point is to flag, so he needs to stay out of time trouble. He's got 27, 26, 25 seconds left. All right, he does play a word, and he's still got 20 seconds now. The blank will make it easier to find a flexible outplay, or at least some kind of out in 2 sequence. Andrew trying his best to play fast, but Chris will manage to go out in time. He's still got 12 seconds to spare. All right, final score is Chris made 456, Andrew Fisher 378, and the series is tied at 1 game apiece. So I was predicting as we went into this one a long series, and so far we're on pace for it. Tied 1-1. Nobody's run away with it just yet. All right, on to game 3, and now it's Andrew to go first. And he's got Zendo, a very high-scoring play to open, 50 points, and a very solid start. I'm guessing we'll see something to dump some A's, like maybe Fa here, 23. Okay, Calf, more points, 31, but keeps 2 A's. Interesting trade-off there for Chris. Nice scoring play, though, 31, and kind of an awkward draw for Andrew with the 2 I's and the H and the V. What can be done? I don't think there's very many words that start with a K here. And, yeah, there's just not a lot of opportunities here. He just plays Vin for 14. I didn't see anything better. And I don't really know what Andrew has either. Theta for 22. Okay, not bad, not bad. So he scores what he can and keeps a decent lead of AT. And just both players kind of drawing these strange racks that don't really play with this board very well. You could play Oho here. It's a little bit crazy aggressive, just opening this triple-triple. That's, equity-wise, 20 points and a good lead is nice. But, yeah, Andrew's going to play Who. 3 points less, but it doesn't open anything crazy. Oh, yeah, it's pointed out that U would have played there, making DOE. All right, Nudation comes down. 68-point bingo for Chris May and the lead. But Andrew comes right back with the X-Bomb. 53 points for Lux, and now he leads. So both players scoring well all of a sudden, and it's a very bad draw for Chris. All consonants, although I hear the Y is a vowel sometimes. And not a lot you can do with this. I don't know. Never remember whether laggy is good or whether it's just internet slang. Laggy is not a word, so you can't play that. Definitely seen some laggy connections on Twitch sometimes. All right, F-Sills, nice play. 39 points without a vowel. And it does give Andrew a bingo right back, and Chris has drawn poorly. So very big swing in the direction of Andrew here as Chris is forced to exchange. And now a free turn for Andrew. And he's got, I thought he had some kind of overlapping J play. Okay, he has James for 42. Very nice. No Jamesies, unfortunately, yeah. All right, so almost a 100-point lead for Andrew, but there's an open triple he's got to worry about. And also, Chris has the first blank. You're probably not going to get tripled on with a J, but you never know. I'm sure there's some words that have the J, 4th out of 8. I can't think of a single one right now. Benjamin, that's one. I thought of one. In any event, I think the most likely path for Chris is to score what he can and try to bingo in the next couple of turns. How do you score with this rack? It's not easy. I don't think he has any words to hit the triple award in any way. He plays team, leaving this J open, and I would imagine jived is coming, and it sure is. 51 points for that, and not a very good draw for Chris again. Yeah, he is really struggling to draw any kind of bingo-prone anything alongside that blank. So a trouble situation for Chris as he is down by a lot now. 127, I think that is. My counting skills are a little bit diminished at 2:17 in the morning, but I think that is a pretty big lead for Andrew Fisher here. All right, vibe comes down, and Andrew just keeps on scoring. 35, and he is comfortably ahead here. So we saw Andrew take game 1, then Chris game 2, and it's looking like we're going to keep on alternating as it goes back to Andrew's favor here in game 3. So, best of 9 series, first player to win 5 wins, and game 3 is a pretty important swing game. It's a lot better to be up 2-1 than down 2-1. And Andrew Fisher in good shape to be up 2-1 right now. Not sure what Chris can do here. He's going to play UI, just opening a little bit of space up top to bingo. He can try to get something through this E, but he'll still be down by quite a bit even after that. And, Wirt is going to make a lot of things unplayable. Not seeing a lot of... Oh, Parathel. Nice play by Chris, finding his bingo instantly. 88 points for Parathel. He is making it a little closer, and Chris has drawn... Well, sorry, Andrew's drawn badly. He's got to exchange, and now... Oh, okay. Not a bingo, but maybe Chris can do something to balance the rack, score a little bit, and try to bingo next turn to get back in this. Let's see, how can he do it? It's not easy. Where is there a good scoring option? Not much. He plays Cog. I guess he's going to hope for a play ending in L. An 8-letter word ending in L would get him back in this game. But other than that, there's not a lot of places to play here. Jaeger is a nice scoring play from Andrew, and Chris is drawn poorly. So it looks like... Oh, Cog sets up the S. That's true. It's got to be the S in exactly the second position out of 7, though. That is a very, very hard bingo to hit. And Chris has certainly not hit it with this draw. All right, he plays just the Q for 11. And oh my lord, look at what Andrew's drawn. Very good draw for Andrew. I don't think he's got a bingo that plays. I don't think anything ends with the L. But no matter. I mean, there's no risk here. I would just play 2 tiles. Yeah, he does play 2 tiles. And non-wars is a word, but it's not going to go anywhere on this board. Hey, Ralphie, hope you're having a good evening. I think it's evening where you are. Time zone math is failing me right now. It's 2 in the morning, but hope you're enjoying yourself, and welcome to the stream. All right, so Lousier comes down from Andrew, and it is going to be a pretty sizable win for Andrew Fisher in the end. 499 to 330 is your final score, and Andrew goes up 2 games to 1. So a nice start to this match for Andrew Fisher, but still a long way to go. On to game 4. These guys are moving quickly. No breaks or anything. All right, on to game 4, and it'll be Chris, who is first in game 4. Oh, so if there's a tie, 4.5 to 4.5, they will simply play a 10th game. No spread. There is no reason for spread to matter in any way, for any reason anymore. So players can resign, they can quit after they've lost 5, they can do whatever they want. Spread doesn't matter. Yeah, you know what? I'm surprised to see me streaming too. It's a little bit crazy of me, but I just thought it was a special occasion, you know? First match of the playoffs, don't want to miss it, so I'm staying up for it. And I'm a little bit of a night owl anyway. Working from home these days, what with the whole virus situation, and I can sleep in a little bit and then work in the morning, and it'll be all right, so. All right, game 4 here, and it is a slow start. 15 and 18, the opening scores for each player, and I don't think there's going to be much of a high-scoring option here for Chris either. He's got the blank, but he's not going to use it for this rack, I don't think. He just plays he for 28, and he'll try to draw some consonants with A-E-O-U blank. If he can draw 2 consonants, he might get a bingo down. So suddenly a very important game 4 for Chris. You do not want to be down 3 games to 1. And that would be a pretty dire situation with 5 games left and you got to win 4 out of 5. Wow, 5 a.m. for you or zero radiography expert. Impressive stuff. So you're on the east coast of the U.S., I take it. I'm on the west coast of the U.S., so it's 2 a.m. here. So I have not yet gone to bed. I'm guessing you have already woken up. And as I'll talk about in a minute, we will have another... Oh, you didn't sleep. That's impressive, too. We'll have another U.S. player, Will Anderson, join the stream team in a little bit. He's going to be waking up soon, and then he'll be streaming the next match, which I believe is between Jacob and Anand. I've already forgotten. The next match will be starting in a little bit. So Zanier comes out for 42 from Andrew. Sorry, not Jacob and Anand. I meant Jacob and Janil De Silva. I am usually aware of who's playing who in this tournament, but it's a late night for me and I'm kind of struggling. All right, Zanier for 42 by Andrew, and it's a close game, 74-63, with Chris still trying to find the right tiles to go with this blank of his. And Andrew gets a big old X-bomb for 66. And there's the bingo from Chris. Incubate for 83 and the lead, but it's going to be a short-lived lead, I think, as I'm sure Andrew's got a nice scoring play here with his K and his V. Yeah, Kyrie, nice play, 39, and now he retakes the lead. Andrew ahead by 10. So we're about halfway through game 4, and it's pretty close. Pretty important game for Chris to get here. Doesn't want to go down 3-1. Andrew's got plenty of time on the clock, 140 still. And he can score pretty well here with Derv. Nice play. Chris has drawn the other blank as well, but again, not drawing very good letters with it. He plays Cog, keeping NTT blank. Needs some vowels. You could potentially bingo here making Hods. You could potentially bingo here making tie if you can have a word starting with T. So there's definitely some possibilities for Chris if he draws well. Gem. Oh, and Chris does draw well. Here we go. Tantes for 72 comes down. Andrew draws the Q. He's got a good Q spot. I see QI here for 34. I see QI here for a similar score, 37. So Chris will have his, or sorry, Andrew will have his options here. All right, so QI for 37 is the choice. And it's back to Chris, who's up by a little bit. He plays Fawning for 30. That's going to shut down a lot of Andrew's options, but Blad scores pretty well, and oh, a bad draw for Chris. Not a good time to draw 7 consonants. He might have to exchange here, and that's going to give Andrew a free crack at that triple. Yeah, Fawning was a nice play. Scored well and shut down a lot of things. Divvy was played, D-I-V-Y. That is a phony 4, but it gets by Andrew. And so Chris leads by 35. Andrew's on turn, though. It's going to be a close game here, I think. 4 in the bag. And let's see what Andrew can do here. He probably needs to bingo to come back. I don't think he's going to have enough points scoring otherwise. Like, if you just make some 3-tile play with these tiles, you can't really score very much at all. Like, Lou is 18, for example. You're still down by 17 points, and then Chris can just kind of find it out in 2 that works, and I just don't think it's going to work out for you. He plays Lou for 9. Playing Lou there is going to open some bingo possibilities, and Andrew's drawn too many vowels. There is no rack he can have with that pool. All right. Chris knows it. He's just going to play pleb for the points, and he's going to pretty easily outscore anything Andrew can do here. Just too many vowels, and he comes up short. So we're going to have a 2-2 series. I was predicting a long series, and I want to have a long series, even though I'm awake and want to go to sleep at 2:26 a.m. I want to see these two players go the distance. These are two of the best players on earth, and they are playing a great match. All right, Sarah for 10 is the choice from Chris. Doesn't matter very much. And all right, your final score is 388-340. And we have ourselves a 2-2 series. All right, let's edit that score on the scoreboard. It is 2-2, and it is on to game 5. I think there's also divey, right? No, there's no. I don't know why I thought. I thought you could describe a dive bar as being divey. I guess that's not a word. All right, don't worry about it. On to game 5. Job for 26 is the opening play from Andrew, and Chris has some fun stuff. Lots of scoring potential here. What can he do with it, though? I don't see much besides just za. There's got to be something better than that. The Z is such a potent tile, especially in the post-ZE era, that it's often good to hold on to that Z. Oh, you could just play ZHO. Good call. Yeah, I was looking for some kind of setup for ZHO, but I don't think there really is much, right? Yeah, just ZHO for 35 seems fine, and maybe you could do Ox and just keep your QU combination for later. The Q is a pretty bad tile, unless you got the U with it, and then it's pretty good. 31 for Qua. Andrew just uses the Q right away for points. So Andrew with a kind of a tempo advantage here. Chris on turn. Down by 22 points. He just plays Jaga, going for ACEIS. A good lead if you can hit a consonant with it, but otherwise trouble. And he draws AF to his two-tile fish, and not gonna bingo, but oh yes he is. Fasciae is a word. There you go. So nice draw for Chris. He gets his bingo down, and he leads now. 148.95. Looks like no bingo in response for Andrew, but I'm sure he can do something reasonable to score and balance. What does he have? Goob. That looks pretty nice. 25. Oh, it's not a word. It comes off. Goober, but no goob. And now Goober is blocked. And he plays Ghoul instead. Yeah, Goober is not one that goobs, unfortunately. All right, so Chris does still have a little bit of a lead, despite some awkward draws. The free turn obviously helps. All right, just Loper for 16, keeping a balanced lead of DEIR. And we'll see if he can draw something here. Ooh, too many vowels for Chris. He did not want to keep DEIR and draw EEO. So this might be kind of a lost turn for Chris. He's going to score a very small amount, probably. I would expect something like maybe Owie for 14. Gets rid of some vowels. And after a play like that, you give Andrew a free turn, and you can try to come back a little bit. Oh, Ori-eyed. Yeah, that would have been better. Good call. Hard to see in a Blitz game sometimes, but Owie does put Chris in an okay position. He is ahead, and he's going to keep on scoring. Eloper. Nice. The E-hook on Loper comes in handy. 42 points for Ready. Yeah, both players playing through too many E's. But we've had pretty much 3 E's on every rack for the last few turns. And it is Chris leading by a bingo, looking to go up 3 games to 2 here. So Webb for 21 from Andrew, and I believe there is 1 E left in the bag. Or no, I think there's 1 on Andrew's rack, 1 on Chris's rack, and 0 that are actually in the bag. Yeah, there are no E's in the bag. Good call. Probably going to make for an awkward endgame with both players trying to spell words with no E's. It's especially bingos. Like, if you look at how many bingos there are in Scrabble with no E's, and especially if there's no S's in blank, which in this case there are. So Maybe that'll help. It's a pretty good tile pool except for the ease deficit. Very constant heavy though. Alright, so vet and then Dentine for 90 points from Chris. That's gonna make this one pretty much unwinnable for Andrew. He's down by 154. This was a close game until recently, and Chris has started to run away with it here. Andrew is way behind here. He plays liver for 23, and nitrils will just about do it. Multiple spots for nitrils. He'll choose that one, and it's 61. So Chris May running away with game 5. He was down 2 games to 1, and now he's going to be up 3 games to 2, barring something insane happening here. And you're up 3-2. It's a pretty good position. You just got to split 2-2 in the last 4, and you're on to the next round. As for Andrew, he'll have to battle back soon. Andrew was pretty dominant throughout the pool play portion of this tournament. He was 8-0 in his first 8 matches and lost 1 to Dave Wiegand. He was 8-1 overall. All right, so it's a resignation from Andrew, and Chris gets his 3rd win of the match. And we're going on to game 6. So let's see here. Bunker looks like a normal idea, and yeah, bunker for 30 comes down. I'm seeing something like Goy for 29 as a reasonable option here. Score a little bit with your Y and get rid of one of those O's. He plays Boogie for 22 instead. Okay. And I see Dotterell and Tolterd as words you can play here through this R. I expect a bingo from Chris. He does play Dotterell. So Chris May up 3 games to 2 and doing well so far in game 6. But Voltaire is a nice bingo from Andrew. I would expect Sink here. CINQ. Seems like a good way to balance the rack and get rid of that Q, score 30. Although there's other options. You could also play QIN. That's a very good score, 37, and he does choose QIN. Okay. So Chris, after the Q play, has a pretty good lead here, up by 37, and Andrew comes back with Swifty. Nice word. All right, so let's see here. Close game, 130 to 123. And what can you do here? Pretty constant heavy rack. Not seeing any great ways to score with these consonants. All I'm seeing is boring plays like Rancid for 18. That can't be right. What do you have here that's better, though? Let's see. Okay, Rhine for 27, taking out that triple and keeping a much more balanced lead. I like it a lot. And Reimage is not going to go anywhere. Unfortunate for Andrew. Oh, Remigate is a word. That comes down 82 points. Very nice. Chris has a nice heavy constant play coming back, though. Close game still. Andrew leads by 6. And he's on turn. The Z will give him some more scoring. There's an obvious spot for just Zoe. That would be 44. Okay, Zoe is even better. 48 gets rid of an extra vowel. Very nice. So Andrew Fisher in the lead by a little bit. And, I see Roncadors barely goes off the board. Very sad. Only Roncador fits. What do you have in real life that actually plays? Something here? Yeah, Draco looks very nice. All right, so Andrew is up by 18 and on turn. Decent position for him, but definitely no guarantees. Chris is going to keep fighting. Plash, nice, heavy scoring play. 44 for that. And Venturas comes down from Chris. That's a bingo, but here we go. Andrew's got a very good rack himself. Can he bingo back? Not seeing one that quite fits. Paladins doesn't quite go. We can ask the bot these questions. So through an A, there is Daphnia's Pintadas. Pintadas is the one that fits. So, no, Pintadas doesn't fit. I'm lying. The A has to be 6th out of 8. not 5th out of 8. All right, so there's no bingo that plays through that A. We can also check the S. Synapsid. Oh, that is hard to see. Yeah, synapsid might be the only playable word here. Wow. I would certainly miss that in a Blitz game, and I wouldn't blame Andrew if he missed it either. But if he finds it, he is going to be solidly ahead here in Game 6. It's going to be very tough for Chris to come back on the post-synapsid board. All right, he doesn't find it, but he's still got a good shot here. He's leading by 14. He's still holding that blank. And it's just tough to find anything with the S in 6th position exactly. Oh yeah, Hen sets up the J. That's a great point. Wow. Chris plays Hen, setting up something here. He could have JA, we'll see what. All right, unseasoned comes down, and then just JA for 42. So Andrew leads by 10, and it's Andrew on turn. And Uoy for 9 leaves 2 in the bag. It's going to be a very close game. Chris has the X. He's going to score well with it, 38. And Andrew's going to lose 10 points on time, which could matter here. Ooh, is Reliction good? It might be. Yeah, Reliction would be a 9-letter bingo for the win here. Oh, and he finds it. That's beautiful. Andrew Fisher with the play of the match. Look at that. He bingos out with Reliction for the win. 480 to 414, your final, and Andrew in dramatic fashion ties up the series 3-3. You love to see it. What a finish. Unbelievable. Andrew ties up 3-3, and we're on to Game 7, tied up. Beautiful outplay from Andrew, winning Game 6 and forcing a very dramatic finish to this match. It's a best of 3 from here. Seeing a lot of applause in the chat, well deserved. So Andrew with a just beautiful play. And now it is to Game 7 we go, tied up 3-3. All right, so Toyo and AI, a couple of fairly modest opening plays. 14 to 11, your score so far. Yeah, you could play Oxen keeping I. That is certainly one option. All right, Knight 8's the first bingo of Game 7 from Andrew. And not a great draw for Chris. Too many I's. You need to have an F for Ignified, but you don't have that, unfortunately. You could just play Ignited and just, blow it up. Just get some new tiles in there. That would be 20 points, which is pretty good. He'll just exchange. That's interesting. He trades II, going for a bingo very soon with that leave of Dinge. And he draws OU. I don't think that's going to work for him. We'd love to have that open R for Garadon, but the R is not open. He can't fit anything through that. Unfortunate situation now for Chris May, who's down by 62. He went for the bingo and didn't get it. And now, what can he do? He might have to make some more kind of short, fishy plays, but I don't know. Are those likely to work for him? I mean, it's just hard. There's not a lot of great options. Something from this drug is 23. Yeah, there's not a lot of great choices here. Tough situation for Chris, and he's really using his time to look. He's down to a minute 20. Still a long way to go in this game. Let's see here. He just plays Outing. 16 points for that, keeping ED as a leave. We'll hope for a fortunate draw with 5 tiles coming out of the bag now. Chris has work cut out for him here. It's going to be tough. He plays Unal for 4, just really playing through difficult racks now. His leave is ADES. He'll try and draw something better. But Andrew Fisher just keeps on scoring. I would expect more of the same here. He's got something from this hotspot. Yeah, front. There you go. 29 for front. I see DOEs as a word that Chris can play for his bingo. Got multiple spots for it, and he's got DOEs here. But not there. That's not where it goes, so that would be illegal. Ooh, unfortunate. He plays Dowie instead for 27. Oh, that's not a word, DOEs? Okay. I don't know why I thought that. What is a DOE? Okay. Oh, it's just Dewey. Okay. Sad. All right, so Chris, smarter than me, does not waste his time with phony bingos. And Andrew has to exchange now. Repaves for Chris. Okay. Chris has taken the lead. Wow. That's pretty impressive. He was down by a lot and not drawing well either, but he gets to get the 83-point bingo of repaves, and he now leads. Toyon does take an S. Yeah, it's a shrub. Okay. Did not know that it was a shrub. Learning new stuff. Also learning that DOEs isn't a word. All right, so a 7-point game, 180 to 173. Andrew is very much still in it, and what does he do here? He plays something like Prague, or no, not Prague. Okay, Gorge, 24 points. Nice scoring play there, and what does Chris have? Jumpy, very nice. So Jumpy's going to put Chris in a pretty solid position. There's definitely Benge. Yeah, Benge does come down, 39 points for that. And very close game here. A crucial game 7. And these two players are neck and neck. Both pretty low on time, both down to their last 40 seconds or so with still 22 tiles in the bag. Ooh, nice QI spot shows up. Oh, he already had QI in for 38, okay. So Chris May continuing to score well, but Andrew Fisher has the blank. First of 2 blanks, that is. The other one is still in the bag. He plays re-greats, and oh, there's the other blank. So Chris has the other one. So Andrew May goes for 60, and now it's Chris, only down by a little bit. He is, what is that, 35 points back, and he's got the blank on his rack. Chris with a very real chance here. Skid gives him the lead by 1 point, and he's still got that blank. What can be done here? Very close game, and Andrew needs to keep on scoring. I see Koven. Oh, he plays Ku for 14. And that might... Oh no, Daedalian is a word. Daedalian goes here. If Chris can find that, he's in very good shape to win this game. Even if he can't, he's got a pretty good shot of winning, because he's got that blank. He can always save it for later. And oh, he does find Daedalian. Very nice. 78 points for Daedalian and no bingo for Andrew. So I think Chris is safe here. Nicely played by Chris May. He finds Daedalian under pressure, and it looks like it should be enough here. Not much Andrew can do. He just plays Weddell's. Nice scoring option, but it won't be enough as Chris May is going to hold on and win here in the end game. Any reasonable play is fine. Frapp will work, 26 for that. And Lev will make it a final score of Chris May 417, Andrew Fisher 370, and Chris drawing ever closer to winning this match. It is now Chris May 4-3, leading Andrew Fisher, and he is 1 win away from eliminating Andrew. On to game 8, a must-win game for Andrew Fisher, tournament on the line. Let's see what Chris can do here. Chris has the Z and the X. I see Zex and Yex. He plays Yex, keeping the Z. I've seen Chris do that quite a bit this tournament. Hold on to that Z because he knows how potent it is for scoring. And it's often worked out quite well for him. All right. What does Andrew have here? Just ABBA? Or, okay, he goes for Bateau, a longer play. 28 for that. And, ooh, 3 eyes. Not great for Chris. Let's see here. Really not a lot of options with these eyes. What can you do? I guess you could play Ilya. You could play Ilya and just keep your Z for later. Keep EIZ. Lay's keeping III. People in the chat just loving that III leave, huh? All right. Quinol, 30 points for Andrew. And there's your Z-bomb, 69 points. That's why you keep that Z, because eventually you'll score 69 or 74 or some crazy number like that with it. All right. Looking for a spot for Djembe. Oh, there's Djembe and Milia. That looks pretty nice. 35. That's a word, right, Djembe? I apparently don't know words at all tonight. Yeah, Djembe's good. All right, G instead. 22 points for Andrew there. And let's see here. Uvula gets rid of those U's. Nice play by Chris to balance the rack. And Chris leads by 43. Looking to win this game and win the match and advance. Can he do it? Let's see here. I see Imbar. I see Brame. There you go. 36 points for Brame. Nice play by Andrew. Close game so far. 123-116. Kind of an awkward draw for Chris here, but he can play through it. There's plays like Wig. There's Iwi here. Plenty of ways for Chris to use that W and score a little bit. Chris is letting his time tick down a little bit. Yeah, that's a good point that Chris doesn't have the hooks for Uvula. And oh, wow. Great draw for Andrew. Bareness comes down right away. 80 points for that and a good lead now. 50 points up is Andrew Fisher here in a must-win game 8. Let's see here. What can you do? There's got to be something better than like drag. No, come on. What is there? There's oh, Uvular. There you go. Door and Uvular. Nice play by Chris. And oh, what's the? Is it channel pod? Is that the word with an O? Oh, poncho. What? Poncho is the word. Oh, they're both good. Poncho, Chenopod. Okay, Poncho comes down. Nice play by Andrew. Adjusted right back for Chris. 85. So both players trading big bingos, and Andrew leads by 31. Still a long way to go. Andrew needs this game to stay alive and force a game 9. Foul. Nice play by Andrew, adding to his lead. Bad draw for Chris. Too many vowels. Does he play through it? He's got OG. OG's kind of nice because it opens more places to bingo, right? You can get something from this E sometimes. But the negative part of OG is it's just still leaving too many vowels. Somebody says, ooh, Ori B6. Where's B6? B6. Oh, Ori here. Yeah, that does look nice. Noogie. Yeah, Noogie also looks solid. Okay, so there's some options here to play your vowels and score some. Chris is taking his time. Yeah, Noogie is 24 points, and it does open the possibility of some plays through this E later. Or he plays Cooey instead. I think that's a mistake, but Chris is, we'll see. Still within striking distance if he can draw well. He's going to hope to get a very good draw very soon, though. Otherwise, we're on to game 9. As for Andrew, plenty of time on the clock. Sorry, plenty of time on the clock, and he can play through these consonants and score a little bit, I'm sure. Most of the plays I'm seeing are just, 2-tile dumps of the V and the G, like Vug for 14. Okay, he does play Vug for 14. Fine. So Chris is down by a bingo here. 16 tiles in the back, still a long way to go. I'm sure there's a way to creatively play some tiles and open up your bingo options. Zorro, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Zorro opens a bingo possibility down here in row 15, and you're going to have to worry about that if you're Andrew. Although Andrew has the S, and oh yeah, the case S is a very important tile for Andrew to have. So Andrew leads by 60. He doesn't have to panic and block that Zorro spot right away, because he knows Chris can't draw anything really. It goes there. No more S's or blanks to be drawn for Chris, unfortunately for him. But Andrew just kills the spot right away. Might as well. You score 36, and plus the challenge, 5 points more. So 101 points up now, and Chris will score what he can, but it won't be enough. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, playing Milts there blocks any bingo from the S in Bareness in the bottom left corner. So it looks like Andrew's going to be safe here, and it looks like we're going to have a game 9 for all the marbles. Talk for 20, and Andrew just doesn't even care that he's opening up a triple lane, because what's the worst that can happen with the unseen title pool he's looking at? Not much. Andrew just keeps scoring, and he will outrun whatever Chris does. All right, so Chris resigns, and we're on to game 9. One last game, and it is winner take all for a spot in the quarterfinals. All right, your score is Chris May 4, Andrew Fisher 4, and game 9 starts now. Let's go. All right, Andrew Fisher first in game 9, and he's got the blank. So advantage Andrew early, as he has drawn that first blank, but we'll see. He's taking his time. He plays Holmes, keeping T blank. Let's see here. Chris is pretty constant heavy. I'm sure he can score a little bit, though. Not seeing anything really good. He just plays BAP, and let's see here. I don't think there's any bingo possibility with this rack. I think Neotoxin. Oh, Thymals was available. Ooh, yeah, Neotoxin I saw. Yeah, you need to have an E or an I, though, unfortunately. No Neotoxin. That's probably the only 7 or 8 of any kind, right? All right, he just plays Oxo, opening triple. If Andrew can hit that spot, it is a huge blow. His lead is NNT blank. If he can get a couple of vowels, we'll see. All right, Dohoon, nice play by Chris, taking out that triple and scoring well. And Andrew's got to exchange now. He's just got no plays at all. So he keeps NT blank, and it is a close game, 58-52. Quia, and here comes the bingo from Andrew. He will take the lead if he plays any vowel bingo at all. Probably something with this S, getting one of the triples. So like lentoids or really anything like that. I think there isn't too much else to think about, right? Oh, unless you have anything now. Just Eddie Olins is fine. 74 points for that and the lead. So Andrew leads by a bingo. It's back to Chris now. Looking for a place to play like Jim or Jim's probably, but I'm not seeing much like that. This is tricky. What can you do? You have this spot for your Y. You don't really want to play like yes, keeping GMRS. I don't know. Difficult spot. Chris is down by 55. It's a very constant heavy rack. Do you want to score what you can and just kind of stay within striking distance? All right, Grimy for 22. His leave is ESS blank. That's pretty strong. And oh, he draws the blank. Oh, I think I see yes sirree. Oh, that doesn't hit any doubles. Never mind. You probably don't want to do that. It's only 61. He plays nice for 27. Oh, eyeless is a word. Nice spot. Yeah, that would have been a great bingo. All right, Trivets, and Andrew adds to his lead. He's up by 111 now. But Chris has the blank still and a triple open. He can't triple this time, but he's going to leave it open. He plays Veg, keeping EFS blank, and wow, I see Lenified Fetellini, and that's going to leave the triple open if he plays one of those. And, ooh, no triple, I don't think. And Andrew leads by almost 180 now. Do you have to leave that triple open? Do you play Fez and then just pray for a word here next turn? I don't know. It gets blocked pretty much every single time unless Andrew just draws like all consonants and can't play anything. Desperate times here for Chris. Tournament on the line. I think he's got to leave that triple open and just pray that it for some reason works out for him. but I'm sure Andrew knows that at this score, just block that triple and you're home free. Chris is letting the clock tick away here. 23 seconds, 22, 21. All right, he plays Fez for 43. And any word at all in this spot, I would expect. Just pick a word, any word. Yeah, coding seems fine. 33 for that. And okay, you got a bingo now. Wiseacre for 76. And Lineate doesn't appear to play anywhere. Oh, and Taylor is a word. There you go. And Taylor comes down, and that will give Andrew a 150-point lead. I'm seeing a lot of GG in the chat, and I'm starting to agree with you guys. Chris is going to look for some kind of fighting chances, but it's going to be very tough. So Andrew Fisher has won the match. Wow, Chris resigns, and that is all she wrote. Andrew Fisher wins the match 5-4. He comes back and he wins in games 8 and 9 and takes the match. An impressive comeback. There were a lot of very exciting plays throughout. Probably the highlight was Andrew Fisher's play of Reliction to bingo out and win game 6. I mean, that was just an incredible play. And Andrew Fisher will advance in the playoffs. Hello to Wanderer15. How are you doing? You just missed a banger of a match. Andrew Fisher winning 5-4, and he will advance in the playoffs. Who is Wanderer15? That is a great question. You're unready to accept raid. That's a shame. I will consider stalling for a little bit. But good morning, Will. Happy that you're awake. Looking forward to your match, although I'll probably fall asleep during it. So if you're just joining us, you missed an incredible match. Andrew Fisher was down 3-2 against Chris May in a very important game 6. And he bingoed out with Reliction. I believe it was the only bingo possible, and he found Reliction into the ON. A beautiful 9-letter bingo. Tied up the match 3-3. And then after losing game 7, he then battled back and won games 8 and 9. So Andrew Fisher, with a comeback win, takes the match over Chris May. A quick look at the championship bracket. Here's how things looked. To begin the evening, we have Chris May, Andrew Fisher, and a TBD in round 2. We can now go ahead and determine who's moving on. It will be Andrew Fisher beating Chris May. So let's do a quick update here. So we have 4 wins for Chris May. We have 5 wins for Andrew Fisher. And we have Andrew Fisher advancing to the second round. So that is how things look right now. Andrew Fisher is your first player to advance to the second round of the playoffs. He will be playing next week. Congrats to Andrew. I suppose I could change his picture to not a question mark, huh? All right, so here's how the bracket looks. We've got Andrew Fisher advancing to the second round. And he will play the winner of David Eldar versus Matthew O'Connor. And those two guys will do battle tomorrow night, actually. So we'll find out very soon who will be playing Andrew in the second round. Here's a look at the schedule for the first round of the playoffs. So you guys just witnessed Andrew Fisher with a 5-4 victory over Chris May, eliminating Chris from the tournament. And then we're going to have David Eldar and Matthew O'Connor at 2 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time, which I believe is Thursday night in Matthew O'Connor's time zone in the west coast of the U.S. But before that, a whole lot more action. We're going to have Jacob Teitelbaum and Gino Da Silva playing in just a little bit. We're going to have Wanderer15 on the call for that one. I will give him a raid when I can. And then we're going to have tomorrow night, U.S. time, we're going to have 4 Americans in a doubleheader. Conrad Vassar-Bouchard is playing Jesse Day. And then Aaron Bader is playing Will Anderson. So we're going to have myself, Evans Clinchy, streaming Conrad versus Jesse. And then we're going to have Axer Typo, Josh Sokol, streaming a kind of co-stream with Aaron and Will, I believe, on camera, playing live for you guys. And then after that, we're going to have a third match. And that's going to be David Eldar versus Matthew O'Connor. And the winner of that will play Andrew Fisher in the second round. And then we're going to have plenty more Scrabble on Friday. Friday afternoon, I believe, U.S. time. Austin Shin will play Ben Schomer, and that's going to be at 7 p.m. GMT, which is 3 p.m. Eastern time in the U.S., Benji's time zone. And then later on Friday evening, we're going to have Dave Wiegand versus Edward Okulitz, and then Anand Bharadwaj against Pyotr Andronowski. It is just an action-packed week of Scrabble. I cannot wait for these matches. It's going to be so much fun. As Will says, this part kicks ass. I wholeheartedly agree. I just can't wait for these matches. It's going to be so fun to watch. So here is your bracket. As you can see, Andrew Fisher with a 5-4 win over Chris May. He will advance, and he will play the winner of David Eldar and Matthew O'Connor in the second round. And then in your Northwest bracket, you've got Austin versus Benji, Jacob versus Janul, and then everywhere you look, it's just really, really tough matchups for everybody. We've got Dave Wiegand and Ed Okulitz. We got Pyotr Andronowski and Anand Bharadwaj. We got Will and Aaron. We got Jesse and Conrad. This is just an incredible bracket with 16 great players, and now 15 remain as Andrew Fisher has beaten Chris May 5-4. This is just so much fun. I can't wait to see every single match throughout these next 4 weeks. It's going to be a blast. If any of you guys have any questions for either myself or for Will about this tournament, please feel free to sign off. I'm basically just kind of stalling as I wait for Will to log on and we can raid him for the next stream. Did I say sign off? I meant sound off, but you know what I meant. In any event, really appreciate you guys joining us, and it's just been a lot of fun to stream this entire tournament. And yes, Will, you have to win 4 matches against these people. It's going to be tough. You got Aaron first. If you win that one, you've got either Jesse or Conrad. It's just brutal. It's just brutal. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate everybody who tuned in to enjoy this. I know that it's going to be... there's a lot of opportunities to watch Scrabble. You don't have to watch every single match, but I'm glad you tuned in for this one. Hey, what did we miss? There was some stuff. I honestly don't remember. But it was quite a match. Andrew, congrats on the win. Reliction was beautiful. I was just commenting on how that was really the play that swung the match. That was the one, honestly, the most beautiful play of the match by anybody. And thanks to that play, you are advancing in the playoffs pretty much. If it wasn't for that, you'd be losing 5-4. So just a beautiful match, and I'm just really impressed so far with the quality of the tournament. Really, not just tonight, but throughout. All the Australian top experts between Andrew, Chris, Ed, David Eldar, you guys all have been playing so great. It's been so fun to watch. Studying 9s for a year. I love it. I usually kind of mix in some 9s I want to break from the shorter words, and it's definitely a nice change of pace studying-wise. Yeah, time management's definitely an issue for some players in this tournament, but I've noticed that Chris and Andrew both have been very, very solid at just playing quickly and not getting into too bad of time trouble. And in this match, it really wasn't that much of an issue. Both players played pretty fast. So if you're just joining us, we are just wrapping up Andrew Fisher versus Chris May. We're going to have, in a little bit, we're going to transition over to the other channel, Wanderer 15, where Will Anderson will be streaming as we move on to the second match in the playoffs. We're going to have Jacob Teitelbaum and Janul da Silva coming up in just a little bit. So Jacob, I believe, is also on the east coast of Australia, so it is Thursday night Jacob's time, and it is, I believe, in Sri Lanka where Janul da Silva is coming at you. So Janul is in late afternoon, early evening Sri Lankan time. So it'll be Jacob versus Janul, and I believe Jacob is, like the rest of you Australians, playing in his nationals this weekend. So a very busy weekend of Scrabble for the Australians, as I believe Andrew and Chris and Jacob and David Eldar are all playing in their national championship tournament in a matter of days here. So very busy weekend for those guys. Appreciate them making the time for their BlitzChamps match, and congrats to Andrew on winning his and moving on. So Andrew will play the winner of Matthew O'Connor and David Eldar. Here is one more look at the bracket. You see Andrew advancing 5-4, and he will play David or Matthew next week. So we will be sending a raid in the direction of Will in a little bit, and I will just keep on babbling in the meantime. It is now 3:06 a.m. my local time on the west coast of the U.S., but I do not mind at all staying up because it was well worth it for this match. Really enjoyed watching Andrew Fisher versus Chris May. We were just looking at the reliction game. This was game 6 that put Andrew back in position to win the match. He was down 3-2, and he would have been down 4-2 if not for reliction, but that put him back in it, tying it up 3-3, and then we had a very dramatic final 3 games. Game 7 went Chris's way, but it was a pretty close one. He had to find Didalian late in the game, and he did. Very impressive work by Chris to win game 7. And then game 8 was pretty much unwinnable for Chris in the end. He had to resign in the end game down by over 100. And then this was game 9. It was pretty close early, but eventually Andrew got the runaway victory, and Chris resigned. So, oh yeah, Andrew, you were asking what you missed. Somebody in the chat pointed out that Thymol's would be the bingo here with this rack. I didn't see it either. Certainly can't blame anybody in a Blitz game for missing that, but yeah. Thymol is an antiseptic phenol obtained from oil of thyme. Who doesn't know that, right? Yeah, so Thymols, and then Chris was playing through some pretty heavy consonant-laden racks. And then we all saw in the chat, Neotoxin would have played if you had an E or an I, but no Neotoxin, unfortunately. And then, yeah, Oxo opening up this triple-triple through the O. Nice play of Dahoon from Chris to take out the triple and score pretty well, 33. Andrew was forced to exchange with all these consonants. He just keeps NT blank. Interesting rack here for Chris. I can pull up the analyzer and see if he had anything better than Quia, which is what he played. We had Saluki as an option, so Saluki making Bapu would have been very nice. But he plays Quia instead. Pretty reasonable alternative. Saluki, tough to find in a Blitz game for sure. And then Andrew starts to pull away with the first bingo here of Eddie Olins. And then, yeah, Ed pointed out that Eyeless would have been the bingo here that would have given Chris the best chance. Or wait, where does Eyeless play? I guess you could play Eyeless here. Yeah, 76 points for Eyeless. So there were some misses here and there, but overall a very well played match by both players, and Andrew Fisher gets the win in the end, 5-4. Very impressive work, and we will find out in about a day who Andrew plays in the second round as we see David Eldar plays Matthew O'Connor. One more look at this schedule. So we are minutes away from Jacob versus Janul, and then we will have David Eldar versus Matthew O'Connor tomorrow. Looking forward to that match for sure. All right, I am a little bit tired of stalling, to be honest with you, Will. So I will probably take you up on your offer to take over on the stream in a little bit. So I'm going to send a raid in the direction of Mr. Wanderer 15 as soon as he logs on. But I want to say thank you to all of you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed the match. There will be plenty more content coming your way. And hope you guys are looking forward to all of these matches. I certainly know that I am. I'm going to be really enjoying Conrad versus Jesse tomorrow. That's going to be a lot of fun. Those are two good friends of both of mine and of each other, actually, and also two creators of the platform you guys are watching us stream on right now, Woggles.io. So 2 members of Team Woggles going head-to-head, and then a third member of Team Woggles is going to be playing right after that as Will takes on Aaron Bader. So just good stuff all around. I'm going to check if Will is streaming. I thought that my Twitch would show me if that were the case, and it doesn't look like. Okay, I am now seeing that Will is online, and I'm going to send a raid in his direction in just a moment. I want to say thank you to all of you guys for watching one more time, and I hope you guys enjoy the next match, as it'll be Jacob Teitelbaum versus Janulda Silva coming up on twitch.tv/Wanderer15 in just a moment. I'm going to log off. I'm going to go to sleep pretty soon, but I hope you guys enjoy the next match. So long. Have a nice night.